Call from
Morris.
To accept, press 1. To send a voicemail, press 2.
Hey, is this user Morris?
This is Morris.
Morris, you're live here with Simple Orange. Welcome in. Glad to have you.
Thanks for having me. Sweating a little bit, but feels good to move on.
Yeah, so tell me a little bit, what did you do to prepare for the Camry door offense that Nation came at you with?
Well, yesterday I was getting some shit on the board. I thought Nation was extremely underrated as a 16 seed. I was expecting a tough matchup. The board wasn't. And so when the votes started coming in today, I wasn't surprised at all. I knew I'd have a tough game, and just tip my cap to Nation. He obviously is a very busy guy. And yeah, it was just a good win today.
It was really nice to see longtime users like Legades and Cock come out and show their support for Nation.
And I thought that one of the learnings here early on is I really struggle with the Lurker coalition. Legades, haven't seen him post a lot. Don't know his ASL. But yeah, just he obviously is a big fan of Nation as well as the other lurkers are. G-Man with 2 N's, also a huge fan of Nation. So, he does well with the lurkers.
There's got to be someone keeping food on Nation's proverbial table to keep him coming back to the internet every day. So what do you think? What do you think about a potential second round matchup? Let's see, you're looking at either Dassey or JVD. Is that correct? Yeah.
Yeah. That's a tough matchup. I don't know, when is that game taking place? This evening?
I think it's too early to talk about. I think the first round's taking place today and tomorrow, and then DBU said that we're playing it by ear there on out. Who knows if the second round even occurs, honestly.
Yeah, after today's matchup, I'm extremely nervous about going up against any of the Reds on the board. It looks like they're sticking together. I have a tough draw.
Libcucks certainly have their work cut out for them. I think all over the bracket. You look at CFT.
CFT's done.
Yeah.
CFT's done. I don't see how he recovers from this today. I guess there was some collusion. I still haven't had time to review what all happened. I don't know if there was some interference by Nation, but CFT apparently thought there was, but he's done. I don't know who he's playing, but I don't see him getting more than 10% of the vote.
Yeah, he's going into Bar Knox, so he couldn't have a more favorable matchup, but ironically, he's taken out by the result of a hardline immigration policy he made, which I think we can all find some irony in. So yeah, you've got Geraldo and G-Man in the bracket. Are you looking ahead at all to potential later round matchups, or are you just kind of taking it one matchup at a time?
Yeah, I'm taking it one matchup at a time. I think the next round's going to be tough. There's not, Nation for what he is. He has some fans. He also has a lot of people that just absolutely hate his ass. And I benefited from that today. A lot of, I think there was a lot more votes against Nation maybe than there were for user Morris. I don't know if I can count on that going forward.
Yeah, there aren't going to be very many hated posters as you move forward. And that's a good point. Were you surprised? I don't know if you saw the results of some of the investigation. Some of the votes were made public. Did you see some of the interesting votes that went to Nation, including user Bring the Rain?
Wow. Bring the Rain. He's a chaos guy. The guy likes chaos, and I also think there's some strategy involved here, where there's probably some people wanting the top seeds to go out to give themselves an easier path, especially people like BTR and Wrangler and some of these guys who are underrated. So that doesn't surprise me, no. In fact, I think that was a smart play.
Yeah, and it's what an exciting first round so far today. I can't wait to see how the rest of it plays out. What a great matchup for you to be in. A record turnout in the polls. I think it was well over 100 votes. Unbelievable.
Yeah, it's amazing that we got over 100 votes. I mean, there's only, 60 people on the board.
Yeah.
So that's amazing. I don't know if, the Democrats are registering, dead people like they typically do, but yeah, it was good to see.
Yeah, and luckily we have an ethical commissioner in DBU who's going to do everything he can to make sure that this is a fair and clean and entertaining tournament. Well, Roganberry, I appreciate you coming on. You want to say anything? Any parting words for the fans out there?
I think the underrated thing going forward will be the grand prize, which is I assume it's been announced. If not, it's mod status for the rest of 2020.
Oh my goodness!
I wonder if that plays a role going forward, where people are voting based on who they do or do not want to have mod status, as opposed to who they actually think is the better poster.
Wow, I hadn't heard an announcement about the grand prize other than it would be highly sought after. So. Mod status, you heard it here live right from board owner and winner earlier today, Morris. I think that's interesting because I think personally it's easy for me to take a line of integrity and just vote who I think is the better interneter. But I'm also I live for internet. That makes it an easy choice for me.
Yeah, and then you have people, I don't want to look too far ahead, but I think that if things break my way, I'm looking at Hawk in the Sweet 16. And what does Hawk do in that situation, right? If he gets in the Sweet 16 and he sees a path to win this thing, is he willing to become a cunt mod and keep his integrity?
Well,
I don't know.
Is Hawk even participating? Because we all know voting is an act of aggression, and this entire bracket is vote-based.
It's a great point. There are so many storylines beneath the storyline, so to speak, that it's just an amazing tournament.
It's so much. We're lucky to have 60 active posters. Who even knew? I couldn't have named 20 before this.
It's amazing. Well, thanks for having me on, and you're doing a great job breaking this thing down. And I'll see you in the round of 32.
No problem. Looking forward to catching up with you later. Thanks so much, User Morris on the line. Have a good one, man. Stay safe.
Yeah.
That was User Morris, winner today. So, let's go back. I'm gonna wrap it up. This was just a quick one. Just wanted to catch up with Morris. Nation, if you're out there, call. Would rather have a new air fryer than mod status. Victor Vinegar would rather have a new air fryer. I think that let's see. Can we get Nash? Nation, I want you to call in. I'm gonna give you a number. The number's right here on screen. 865-326-1402. Call this number, Nation, and we'll talk. I want to hear